Camp Nou is undoubtedly the most iconic football stadium in the world, home to FC Barcelona. This 65-year-old stadium has seen its fair share of history, with such a large fan following that it becomes fully packed on match days. But it hasn't been kind to the stadium, and it's no longer up to par. How can an old, cherished stadium be replaced with something new, better, and even more iconic in light of outmoded facilities and technology? With a $1.5 billion renovation project aimed at revolutionizing the stadium, FC Barcelona is trying to accomplish just that. The price might seem a bit on the high end, but we can assure you that the task is massive. To give you an idea of it, 105,000 seats, a huge 360-degree screen, and even 30,000 square meters of solar panels are all planned features of the new stadium. What effects will this massive project have on the team and its supporters, and could this new design set the standard for stadiums around the globe? Welcome to Big Builds, and today we'll answer these questions, those questions as we explore one of the most exciting stadium transformations in sport history. Let's discuss the why of this enormous undertaking. Fans now want more than just seats and a view of the field. Even though Camp Nou is the biggest football stadium in Europe, they're looking at a fully immersive experience. Camp Nou, well, it simply can't provide that as of right now. There are cracks in the facade, the facilities are worn out, and the technology being used is old. The most interesting part, though, is that Camp Nou was due for essential fixes since 2014. This was when plans for renovation were first approved by the board members at the time. In 2019, a report identified 127 structural defects at the stadium, 44 of which were deemed serious and urgent. Despite the gravity of the situation, the then president, Josep Maria Bartomeu, did not act on these findings due to budget constraints. He allowed 21 matches, including a high-profile El Clasico, to be played with fans in the stadium. Concerns over the stadium's poor conditions had been raised since as early as 2012, with further warnings in 2014 calling for urgent repairs. None of these warnings were addressed, putting the safety of spectators at risk. The situation worsened in 2019 when another report explicitly highlighted the potential danger to spectators. Despite initial proposals for repairs, the pandemic and financial issues halted any progress. The club itself faces economic pressure to modernize. Major European clubs like Real Madrid and Manchester United have already upgraded their stadiums, which has brought them new streams of income and improved their global image. For Barcelona to remain at the top, the Spotify Camp Nou project is essential. Nikon Sekai is collaborating with Pascual Oasio Arquitectes, a local architectural firm. Signing a deal with Limac Construction for the eagerly awaited renovation and expansion was also a significant step forward for FC Barcelona. A staggering 220,000 square meters will be covered by the construction, with an additional 75,000 square meters going towards renovations. It's interesting to note that the three-tiered stand's bottom two tiers will be preserved. This gives the stadium a contemporary makeover while maintaining its historical charm. However, the top tier will be entirely demolished and rebuilt, with a modern 45,000 square meter roof that includes solar panels on top. The plan includes 30,000 square meters of solar panels and geothermal heating systems for exactly that goal. Actually, this makeover is a component of the Espai Barça project, a bigger plan that intends to turn the whole neighborhood surrounding the stadium into a center of sustainability, sport, and culture. The new Espai Barça project is reviving the entire Les Corts neighborhood, not just Camp Nou. Imagine 400,000 square meters of urban land being turned into a pedestrian-friendly neighborhood with new shops, greenery, and even a museum dedicated to Barcelona. The stadium next to Camp Nou, Palau Blaugrana, is also undergoing a significant renovation. The other stadium's 10,000 seats will be increased to 15,000, and it will be made into a multi-purpose space for events like concerts and basketball games. This gives Barcelona a cultural and athletic center and generates a completely new source of income for the team. Back to the stadium though. The renovation is solving the space and comfort issue. The main features of the new design are the construction of a new third tier from scratch with a uniform height along the entire external perimeter, and thus increasing the capacity of the stadium to more than 105,000 spectators. There's also the plan to create a VIP ring between the second and third tiers of the stands. and the roofing of all spectator seats in the stadium. Let's now imagine how all of this is being carried out. It's no easy task to renovate one of the world's most famous stadiums. To put it all into perspective, 73,500 cubic meters of material were removed in the first phase of demolition alone. 45 Olympic-sized swimming pools could be filled with that. The fact that this project is taking place while the team is still playing football adds to its already impressive nature. FC Barcelona has temporarily relocated to Montjuic's Olympic Stadium. By the end of December, Camp Nou will be handed over to the club with 60% capacity. The work will still continue though, until September 2026. According to Relevo, 1,750 workers are working on the construction site. It's a huge engineering challenge to manage this level of construction without interfering with the team's schedule. The stadium is adding 30,000 square meters of solar panels to stay environmentally friendly. This would produce enough energy to run a large portion of the stadium. The stadium's temperature will also be controlled by a geothermal system that uses the Earth's natural heat. This will offer fans a comfortable environment while reducing the environmental impact. Water conservation is also at the forefront. Rainwater will be collected and recycled by a new system, transforming those overcast match days into sustainable opportunities. The stadium is a living example of eco-friendly design that seems to be adjusting to its surroundings. The stadium will also have a skywalk to complete the experience. This will enable spectators to stroll along the stadium's roof and enjoy the surrounding scenery. At a height of about 70 meters, it will extend from the outside of the third level of the stands all the way above the playing area, providing views of the field and the surrounding landscape of Barcelona. This project is creating so much excitement that tickets for this unique experience are already in high demand. The 360-degree screen that encircles the stadium is one of the most notable elements as we pan back in on the construction. Imagine being able to view live statistics, replays, and even fan reactions from your seat. It guarantees that every fan remains up to date on the action in real time, much like a virtual stadium inside a stadium. Barcelona is collaborating closely with high-tech partners just to make sure that this screen, which is powered by a cutting-edge LED system, is among the most sophisticated displays ever put in a sports arena. When we zoom in on the tech ecosystem, we can see that the stadium is covered in a whole network of Wi-Fi 6 technology, giving every fan access to lightning-fast internet. Therefore, there won't be any lag when you post your matchday experience to Instagram or watch live updates on other games. The infrastructure ensures that no fan is left out by supporting up to 105,000 connections at once. The facial recognition system comes next. Yep, you heard correctly. AI-powered facial recognition is being used in the stadium to enable contactless smooth entry. Imagine being able to enter a game without ever having to present your ticket. Your face, well, it is your ticket. Cashless payments will also be available at the stadium, from purchasing snacks to purchasing team gear. All transactions will be completed via credit cards or smartphone apps. Wait times will be significantly decreased by these systems, enhancing the overall fan experience. It's also cool to know that one of the first stadiums to completely incorporate smart temperature control will be Spotify Camp Nou. This is through the use of both a geothermal system and advanced ventilation systems. So, whether it's a hot Barcelona summer or a chilly winter, the environment will always be perfect for fans and players alike. During the construction phase alone, thousands of jobs were created, from logistics managers to tech experts and construction workers. Once fully functional, the stadium is anticipated to bring in millions of dollars each year from local spending and tourism. Fans are anticipated to pour into the city for the entire stadium experience, not just the games. According to estimates, the stadium should draw in more than 4 million visitors each year. This means a boost, as the tourists would spend money all around the city during their visits. This will be a massive help towards boosting the local economy, and as such, it would better the lives of all the people in the community. The cultural impact comes next. More than just a stadium, Camp Nou is a well-known representation of Catalan pride. FC Barcelona has taken the balancing act of modernizing the stadium without sacrificing its character very seriously. FC Barcelona, well, they've always been more than a club since its founding. It's been a representation of Catalonia's identity. The new Spotify Camp Nou, well, it seeks to retain that symbolic power while also launching Barcelona into the future. The expanded capacity, along with the seamless integration of the Camp Nou district, positions the area as a cultural hub where football, art, and innovation all come together at once. The team's strong connection to the people of Catalonia is reflected in this project, ensuring it continues to be a space where local culture and global fanfare meet. FC Barcelona is obviously aiming for more than just game days. The stadium's layout allows it to accommodate conferences, live concerts, cultural events, and more. When a stadium is able to host so many events, it won't just be bound to football. This plan, well, it would guarantee that the stadium will be attractive to tourists and fans all year round. With improved accessibility features for fans with disabilities and immersive technology for those unable to attend in person, FC Barcelona is also addressing fan inclusivity. This guarantees that everyone can experience the magic of Spotify Camp Nou, irrespective of location or ability. In conclusion, the $1.5 billion renovation of Spotify Camp Nou by FC Barcelona is more than just a stadium makeover. It's a transition into a cutting-edge, environmentally responsible center that will revolutionize the fan experience. With 105,000 seats, sustainable solar power, state-of-the-art technology, and a design that honors the stadium's legendary past, this project is expected to improve Barcelona's reputation worldwide, as well as the local community. In addition to hosting football games, the renovated stadium will attract millions of tourists annually and function as a cultural, athletic, and commercial hub. In order to guarantee that Camp Nou stays at the center of Catalan pride and international sports for many years to come, FC Barcelona is establishing a legacy that will unite its illustrious past with an inventive future. If you enjoyed this breakdown of FC Barcelona's Spotify Camp Nou, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Let's keep the conversation going. Drop a comment on what you're most excited about for this new stadium, or if there's any other big projects that you want us to cover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Big Builds.